welcome to another edition of Making Waves. This is a special program of the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce. My name is Lisa KONICKI and I'm the president at the Chamber, and we like to use this as an opportunity to showcase some of our members from the region so that the viewers at home can learn more about these particular businesses or nonprofit organizations, and it gives you some insight into them, and we certainly hope that you will patronize them and talk about them with your friends and family who might want to learn a little bit more. So thanks for being here. And today it's my great honor to be able to interview a woman who I met less than a year ago, and she's a real dynamic lady, made a great impression on me, and I thought she'd be the perfect guest. This is MARCI MOREAU, and she's from Fairview.
Hello, hello.
Hello, thanks for making the time to come on down today.
Yeah, we hit it off in a coffee shop.
Yes,
we did. It's our first meeting.
Yeah. You introduced yourself in your new role as a Director of Development for Fairview.
Yes.
And took the opportunity to say, hey, let's get together and have a chat. And you bring a lot of energy and a really interesting background to the position.
Oh.
So we're going to learn about that.
Sure.
But first, for those at home who don't know what Fairview is, what is Fairview and where is it located?
What is Fairview? Well, our location is key. I think that is really what makes us so special. We're right on the Thames River in Groton. You know our location where we are. We often like to say that our views are really what defines us, and we get to look at sunsets and sailboats and submarines. We're right across from the Coast Guard Academy. So we are a nonprofit healthcare and retirement living community. What we do is we have a long-term healthcare facility there. We have outpatient, but mostly in what's really important and how my role came to be is we are focusing more on, we have independent living facilities there. So we have what's called Fellowship Manor, which is 100 years old this year. Actually, yeah, we're celebrating 100 years. We're also, it so happens our CEO loves Pepe's. Pepe's in New Haven Pizza is celebrating 100 years. So we are taking all our residents on an excursion to Pepe's to celebrate 100 years of Fellowship Manor. So Fellowship Manor is one of the original buildings. It's now independent living. We have 20 apartment style units there. And originally it was an old military hospital.
Oh,
it was an infirmary, so there's such a nice piece of history, and the building is gorgeous. Since then, what Fairview has done is developed independent living communities, and we have two that are called Thames Edge. And those are your traditional independent living homes that we have over 40 units there. What's really exciting, and when I came on in this role, is we are just in the midst of starting a brand new project, so bold, so ambitious, called Vista Point. And Vista Point, I like to say, is really like the Disney World of independent living, of retirement communities. It is a gorgeous, I know later on we'll have some graphics to show, but it's a gorgeous independent life community. We'll also have assisted living. We also will have memory care. Think of really a cruise ship, and that will be your home. So it's not even the gorgeous amenities, and here we have a rendering of what it will look like, and the 5 dining amenities. We will have a performing arts center, aquatic center, a fitness center. Every
water
service.
slide? I mean, come on, you said everything that's on
Well,
a cruise.
I did say a water slide. I guess we'll have to add the water slide.
Yeah.
Maybe we could put that next to the dog park that we do have, and the tennis courts and the pickleball, but no water slide.
Pickleball, you got to have that. That's so
You have
popular.
to have that now, for sure. So this project is just opening up a whole new world for Fairview, and we actually are in pre-sales now. We are selling the units to individuals in the area, near and far. We have snowbirds that are coming that want to be back in the southern Connecticut area on the water. So there's a lot of really exciting things going on. But basically, at the end of the day, you know, as a nonprofit, our mission really is to improve the quality of life for the elderly population. And when I came on, I said, wow, this is a place where people come to live more.
Sure.
And that's what we're doing to provide that.
All right, so a few questions right out of the gate. you say elderly. Is it a 55 and older facility?
Sure.
Okay.
So it's actually right now a 62 and older
There we go.
facility. So moving forward, the new Vista Point and in Thames Edge, it's 62 and older. You know, there's individuals now that we have some residents that are living life to the fullest and are 95 years old. And when I
God
say
bless
you
them.
would be sitting here and you would not know it, they are active, they're driving their cars. I think one of the benefits of a community like this, for me, I'm very into health and wellness and the blue zones, and I feel like at Fairview we're creating our own blue zone for people. We're creating this environment that enriches lives and allows people to live longer and healthier and happier.
All right, so explain blue zone to someone who's never heard the expression before.
Okay. I just thought everybody knows what a blue zone. So blue zones are areas of the world that they've identified that individuals live the longest, over 100 years old. Now let's see if I know there's one in Italy, there's one in Japan, there's one in the area of California. I'm spacing, I think there's one in Indonesia, but there's 7 blue zone areas. And what they do is they've gone in and research and study what makes
What are the elements that
what are
contribute
the elements
to this
Absolutely.
longevity and of course, living in a community with other people
Sure.
who are vibrant
Sure.
is going to keep you active, it's going to keep you happy, it's going to make you feel safe and all those other things.
Yeah, I mean, you just hit the nail on the head. Is the most important thing is social connections and networking. And then after that, it's quality of life, it's having optimal nutrition. They tend to eat that. We'll have a lot of dining amenities moving forward. We now have Grill 92, and we are doing more focus on that. We do weekly buffets for our residents, and we did a farm to table type of dinner. So we're having more of a focus on a wellness piece. Because what we've learned from looking at this blue zone research is that people are, when they live healthier, they're living happier. And one big piece is it's a purpose. So you're giving people a purpose when they wake up and have this life they can
They're
enjoy.
motivated, they're excited for every new day, they have a positive outlook.
Sure.
And that's contagious
Yes.
with other people.
Yes.
Which is all good. And
Haven't you ever walked in a room? I think I said that to you the day that we met, and I walked in the coffee shop. I'm like, Lisa, you have great energy. And it's just a good thing to feel that energy, and it is contagious.
feed off of it
Yes.
when you meet others, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so now back to some of the tactical questions that people are probably wondering about the housing units themselves. For those who haven't seen them, are they one level? Are they one bedroom, or can you get 2 bedroom or 3 bedroom? Like, talk
Sure.
about
Sure.
the options that are out there.
So they are, everything's one level, although when you look at the renderings, it is a 2-level building. There's elevators, there's staircases. So it's designed, I'm actually with a group of other directors at Fairview. We're also on the design team, because when you're putting together an amenity like this, you want to aesthetically make it look beautiful. You want to provide everything that the residents need. But we also have to be mindful that the aging population, some of the things that they need. So myself as the director of development, we have the director of nursing, director of physical therapy. We're all on this design team putting it together. So it is one level. We have 1-bedroom units. We have 2-bedroom units,
Okay.
like with a den. We have had some early buyers come in that want more space, that are actually buying 2 units and putting them together
Probably
and
because
creating
they
them.
have big closets like me,
Yeah.
and that's the thing, you
They
know?
still have a lot of shoes.
Yes.
So where are you going to put them?
Wow, so that's interesting.
Yes.
So what kind of square footage are we talking about with
So
with a
the
2-bedroom, for
models, yeah, the
example?
models are a little different. The 1-bedroom, and don't quote me on this, are around, I think like 1,200. 2 bedrooms
That's
are
still a great size.
Yeah, no, it's a good size, and the 2 bedrooms are a little bit more. Putting that together, there is an option. There's a few options of 2-bedroom with a little den area as well. So this is a life plan community, and the way a life plan community works is individuals come in and there's an entry fee. So they purchase the unit, so to speak. Fairview retains ownership, but everything they need, taxes, maintenance, is provided for them. Some of the meals are provided. There's access to health care that they would need as they get aging. You can age in place. So your home is no longer a place that becomes a burden as you age. It becomes a source of support. What is really nice, and the piece I like as a development director, is that I think also it allows for financial stability and security, because we have programs, and depending when you buy in what fee you're planning with, and that is all decided with our director of sales and your financial analyst, is you can have a reimbursement. So say you choose a reimbursement, and I'm picking a percentage of 70% or something, that when you choose to leave, or if if the individuals that are living there pass away, 70% of their entry fee goes back to their estate or goes back to them. So in a market that's volatile, and people are talking about that, in a way, it allows you to live in a most beautiful space with every service you need, enjoy life to the fullest, and then have that financial security knowing that your family, your estate will get some of those funds back as well.
That is great.
I think it's
that's a
amazing.
wonderful component.
Yes.
Wow.
I like that.
Now, you talked a little bit about going off campus, so to speak, to go have pizza. Is transportation to do little errands or go to the doctor or maybe go see a show, is transportation normally an option for people that live there? What kinds of things? Is that extra? How does that all work?
Sure. So it hasn't always been. We do have transportation now we do weekly events and recreational things, and that is, we don't have the everyday transportation if you want to go off-site. Sure. We're talking about adding that, but what we have found, the majority of individuals that live there still have cars.
Sure.
And they're out and about and enjoying life and going to restaurants and really being part of the community and being part of the local economy as much as everybody else. We are purchasing we have a new van, we're purchasing another new van. That's a piece that, yes, we are looking at and adding that component as needed.
Yeah, but so far, not such a big need.
It's not the everyday, but we do have weekly trips that we do. They recently, we were just at the Ivoryton Theater. They were at the Isabella Gardner Museum.
Oh, I love that in Boston.
In Boston,
yes.
They were at the Red Lion Inn in the.
You got to bring them to the lobster trap tree.
We're going to have to do that.
That's a huge attraction.
I've never been there, but that's amazing.
Yeah, no, that would be great to see them all there. One of the things people don't think about, but it is known for, the food is really good there. I've been to some functions, and I'm like, this is amazing.
It is, and we actually have a great new chef. Right now, our dining center is called Grill 92. And that has come to be really this hospitality hub of all of Fairview, and we've been doing Thursday night dinners, and they're also open to the community. And last week I walked in there, it went from being just quiet, a few people there, standing room only. It is like an exciting restaurant on a Saturday evening that you walk in and want to be a part of. The food's amazing. Our new chef, Mike Davies, is from the community. He previously had a establishment in Stonington, a little sandwich place. I think it was called The Press or Press On or something like that.
That was in North Stonington.
It was in North Stonington.
Yes. Yep.
He is very talented, and we will expand. With the Vista Point expansion, I didn't say it yet, but we have 5 dining facilities. So
that's incredible.
We have an Italian restaurant called Mangia. We have a healthy option called the Salty Radish. We have a more classic, traditional 1982. We have a pizzeria called Mangia. We have a rooftop lounge and bar.
Oh, nice.
And one thing we put together, our design team were down in Texas, and we were going through all the plans and picking out the elements, and we put together a little speakeasy that will be there for individuals and the residents to go in there. They could play cards, they could play pool, darts, and just have that private little place to gather.
Amazing.
Yes.
That sounds so exciting. Now, when you were talking about the grill and you were like describing how it's so busy on Saturday nights now and it's this vibrant place and anyone would want to go there, I just want to make sure for people at home, can anyone from the public just walk in and dine there?
So they can, and when I said Saturday nights,
Can or cannot?
they can.
They
yes,
can.
they can. Right now our hours are limited, so when I said Saturday nights, it feels like a restaurant that you would walk in on a Saturday night that has that vibrant
Yes.
energy. Although we're not open on Saturday nights yet because we are increasing our staffing. Right now we're open Monday through Friday for lunch. We're open Thursday night for dinner. We recently just hired somebody that will be coming on, and we're extending our hours.
Okay.
So TBD on that into the weekend. But yes, Thursday night dinners, we've had a lot of people from the community.
That's the best kept secret, really.
It really, really is. Yeah, it really,
and a fun
really
way for
is.
people who haven't been on the property yet
Sure.
to kind of check it out and get an introduction to it.
Yes. And one thing that's really nice is on Thursday nights, we offer spaces and invite individuals from the Navy, the Coast Guard. We have this military connection. A lot of our residents worked in
Served,
the area
sure, yeah.
and served, and we get the younger cadets that come in and start telling stories, and then the older residents start telling stories back. So it's a nice piece of history too.
That is
they're
awesome.
sharing.
I love it. I love the
like it.
intergenerational stuff.
Yes, yes, yes.
So being nonprofit comes with lots of challenges.
Certainly.
Because, you know, there's limitations to what you can do. And one of the things that's, you know, necessary in the nonprofit world is fundraising, to
Yes.
keep the lights on, to
Yes.
keep the programs vibrant and all that. And I know you have a really ambitious fundraiser on the horizon. Tell us a little bit about that.
I'd love to. I'd love to. We have what is our biggest event for the year. It's called our Inspired Lives Gala. That's scheduled for October 29th, and that is at the Mystic Marriott in Groton, and we will be having entertainment. I came on as the Director of Development just 3 months ago, so I inherited this amazing gala, and I am just going with it. It's a Wednesday evening. We have the Cartels. We'll have a live auction.
They're so good.
Oh, I love the Cartels.
Good
yes.
dance band.
Yes, it's a great dance band. But also embedded in this gala is we are holding our car raffle that we have going on, and the drawing will be there that evening at 8 p.m.
Exciting.
So we kind of have this other little
Fundraiser within a fundraiser.
Yeah, exactly. We're layering it up, doing
Why
all
not?
of this. So that'll be an exciting event. You know, when you said that about being a nonprofit, I mean, every dollar we raise goes back into our mission. So it goes back to the residents, it goes back to our staff. You know, we are very committed to, as much as we take care of our residents, take care of our staff too. They're working incredibly hard. We have, you know, committed individuals. This new Vista Point project will take who we need as staffing and increase that, because with a memory care and assisted living, just the quality skilled staffing we'll need will really, really grow, and we want to make sure that we can take care of them as well.
You have to invest to keep
We
the
have
best.
to, right.
That's the way that it works.
Yeah, exactly.
So your auction, is that going to be physical items that people can see? Is it a live auction of things that aren't, you know, sort
Sure.
of tangible for you to see? Can people bid from home? Is it an online platform or just for those people in the room?
Sure. We are doing it a little bit different this year, so they decided just to do a 100% live auction. With the live auction, we're also doing a raise the paddle, so we'll be able to have individuals, if they want to donate for
Pledge.
certain things
Sure.
and pledge, and that's always nice and that's always helpful. But our live auction, we are putting together a 5, 6, 7 just really key, strong things. One of the things I'll give a little tidbit is a round of golf in Connecticut, but it's not just a round of golf at all the key golf courses. So we have Fox Hop Yard and TPC and Weathersfield Country Club. It'll be a package of foursomes at all
wow.
wrapped together. So for a golf aficionado, very nice. We have some nice travel pieces that will be in there, some culinary adventures that will also be in there. We will be setting that up. It's not set up online, to be online yet, but that evening we'll have it set up so if people want to be able to.
So people in the room will be able to sit at their table and just bid from there.
Yes, we'll be also doing it live and talking about it there, but we will try. We just set up a brand new fundraising platform. I haven't figured out how to do all
You've
of that.
got time. You'll get it down.
It's the end of October.
Auctions are fun, very competitive. All's fair in love and auctions.
Yes,
especially
for sure.
at nonprofit events.
Definitely.
So that's awesome. And then the car raffle, that's an annual tradition, isn't it?
That is. So that's something Fairview has been doing for many, many years. So this year they decided to have the car raffle at the gala. So have the drawing there. The winner doesn't need to be present. We're selling tickets for $100. It's a 2025 Honda Civic sedan, very nice car, has that great new car smell. But the thing that's nice too is I've had a few people say, well, I don't really need a new car. I'm like, well, you're fortunate. But the lucky thing is if you don't and you do happen to buy a ticket and win, you could just drive the car, cash it in, and get the cash value and take the cash and be on your way.
You mean the dealership will give that as an option?
Yes, correct.
Wow.
Yes, so it's very nice.
That's an amazing selling point,
yes,
too.
It's a great
Because
point.
some people are like, van, I did that when I had kids or whatever, but that's tremendous. How many tickets are you selling? Because there has to be a cap, I would imagine.
Yeah, so we're capping it at 300. So we're not selling.
Those are great odds.
Yes, they're amazing odds. So we'll have no more than 300 tickets sold. We're somewhere, I think, in the mid of that now. And yeah, so if anybody, is interested, they could, reach out to me and definitely.
I hope the winner is in the room. That would be so exciting that night if they just happen to be there in the gala. What a great end of the whole event that would be to have something spectacular like that happen.
Yeah, and we're doing it right at 8 p.m. so it will be the height of everything. So yes, I also hope that happens as well. A lot of the individuals that are purchasing the raffle, a lot of our staff is purchasing. There's
don't blame
people
them.
are very, very, very excited about this, and it either way, whether you keep the car or the value of it is over $20,000. So that's a nice little piece. The winner is responsible for taxes either way, but that's okay. We live in Connecticut. We're all used to taxes.
Yes,
so
we
it's
are.
fine.
Technical question, since you bring up taxes. If you buy a ticket for $100, is that considered a donation if you don't win? So is it a $100 donation, or because it's a raffle, it's not considered a donation?
Absolutely.
Do you know the answer?
Yes. So the answer is because it's a raffle, it's not considered a donation because you're buying your chance. So that's almost like a commodity.
Got it.
And it's also, when we do raffles, it's very serious, like to register with the state, and there's a lot of guidelines that you have to adhere to. So it's considered gambling. A lot of people don't even realize it, but if you're a school and you do a teacup raffle, you're supposed to have a permit.
Absolutely.
Because of it, you're purchasing your chance.
Our duck race on the Pawcatuck River is a raffle.
Correct.
We have to get a state permit from Rhode Island, even though it's right on the border. So we have to pick which state do we want to get licensed in. And that's a raffle too.
Yeah.
So I understand all the responsibilities that come, and there are a lot of technical things that you must be aware of.
For sure, and the paperwork, and there's a big admin piece, and the reporting of it, and tracking of the purchasers. But it's a nice event, and when you're pulling a winner, just having that excitement in the room. It's maybe kind of like the Powerball, when the Powerball is again tomorrow night, although I think that might be a little bit more exciting. That number's a little bit bigger.
That's a little bit larger.
A little bit bigger.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
All right, so what's been your biggest challenge so far in your position, would you say?
So I'm so new in this position. But I do have to say, I've come to Fairview with a little bit of background in the nonprofit world. I started years ago, I started a nonprofit for children with cancer. So I've been a founder, I've been an executive director. Recently, I've worked with a nonprofit as their executive director in the Hamptons. And worked, so I'm used to a lot of challenges. I think the challenges are really not challenges to me, are opportunities. You know, I walked in and see like so much progress and so much forward-facing work to do, but really that means you have to set your groundwork up and get to work at putting together a strong development foundation and making sure you have the right systems in place to manage, you know, everything. But for me, the bulk of the time, my time is just really getting to know more people in the community, getting that message out there about Fairview. A lot of times I hear people say, we didn't know you were a nonprofit.
Right.
And that message and that branding is very important, and how we speak about Fairview and creating the language to go and sit here and have that conversation and let people know what important work we're doing. I think that's the opportunity I'm looking at. That's my focus. Yeah, and it, you know, that's where you have to spend a lot of time and energy. People give a lot of money for a lot of different causes. And what I want to walk in a room and have people know the answer, why Fairview? Why am I giving money to you? Why am I supporting your organization? And that's, I guess, the task at hand for most of us directors. You know, we need people to know that.
And anyone in the nonprofit field knows you are doing it because you're passionate about the mission. And you are certainly passionate about the mission at Fairview. They got a gem when they got you.
Oh, thank you. I think that's true. And I say the same of you, you know, leading the chamber is, when you're in the world of development and you're raising money and you're doing fundraising, it's not just about getting the money. We're not just selling something.
Oh, sure.
We are believing in something, because you know, and
changing
I know,
lives, making things happen, improving the community.
Absolutely.
It's all part of it.
Yeah, the time and the effort and that we put into really making an impact is great. But when you are part of these outcomes that are great, I think that for me is
so satisfying.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today to talk about Fairview and what you guys are doing there. I wish you a lot of luck with the upcoming fundraiser. Hopefully I will be able to attend and support myself.
Yes.
And for anyone that wants to learn more, tell us what the website is, and do you offer tours? And then that'll take us out of the program today.
Absolutely. The website is fairviewct.org. You could go on there and take a look at everything I've been talking about today. We do offer tours. We have a sales office set up that's set up as a mock model of what Vista Point will look like. The kitchen, the little living area, it's gorgeous and beautiful. I would tell people, if they're interested, to definitely reach out to me. And my email address is moreaum@fairviewct.org. That would be a great start. And I think that brings us to the end.
All right, awesome. Thanks again for your time. Thank you for everyone who took the time to watch the program today. We appreciate it. Please support Fairview, and as always, support your local community. Keep your business, keep your community in business by keeping your business in the community. Thanks, Marcy.
Thank you, Lisa. Thanks.